Ladies and gentlemen, got ourselves another one here. Yeah, I don't have a good feeling about this one. This one's kind of on a hill, it's an older neighborhood. It's a little scrawny on the outside, but already dealing with these spider webs. Hang tight now. Let's just do our daily check. Make sure there's no cats, possums, skunks, whatever it may be. Alright, no insulation down here. I like that. That means we don't have that many particles floating around. So this is an older home, probably built in the, I'd have to say in the 60s. So, yeah, you're going to be expecting some wear and tear, but it looks like there hasn't been a vapor barrier down here in a long time. You can see from all that mineral deposit, all that white on top of the clay. This is the top of the hill. It did rain a little bit, so you can see how the water enters right through that bottom of the brick. Which, once again, what's not really a foundation, it's just like more of a skirting. So the water enters into the crawl space. There's a vent. You know, typically what we're going to find with these older homes are, you know, a lot of previous work has been done throughout the years, so we'll check into that. But this is the top of the hill, that wall right there. I entered through the back of the house. This is going to be one of those spider web houses, I can tell. Basically, it's going to crawl this house before I do my inspection and let you guys see firsthand real quick. Not too long, just kind of make a quick circle around, kind of prepare myself for my inspection. Give you guys an idea of what's going on. In crawl spaces, a lot of people stay away from them like it's the plague or something, but no reality. Look at all that water coming into that foundation. That's a lot. Whew. Got some rain, but I was expecting it because this house was pretty much on a nice steep little hill. Got some insulation there, so one time I had some insulation up there. Look at all that mildew on that subflooring. A lot of mildew. You know, it's just so important, that footer just saying hello. A lot of times, excuse me, a lot of times, you know, you wonder what that smell is in the house. Well, you're smelling this earth. You're smelling all this years of accumulation. Got me a little something in my throat. I think it's out. I'm not going to do a Haktui here, but yeah, the front of the structure right here, this is definitely taking on some water. And we haven't really had a lot of rain, so you could tell during really heavy rains, at least a couple days worth of saturation, this, I bet you that wall just takes a lot of water, which eventually has to evaporate, which eventually is going to allow the wood to suck up all that humidity, and that's why you have that mildew growth, fungus. I don't get to see a lot of black mold. A lot of people like to throw the word mold around, and I'm not, you know, it's a fungus. I've worked with black mold down in Florida, and that's just not, it's not cool. That's a big no bueno there. There's duck line. Nothing's strapped down, everything's just hanging. Yeah, I don't like that. You know, you gotta, if you're gonna have people coming here to work, especially, I think this lady seems pretty old. You know, she's relying on people to come down here and do some good work. This is the corner. We're just gonna check the corners out. We're gonna check all the foundation, kind of cut through the middle, see what's going on. See a little suspicious activity here, and bingo, termites. Subterranean termites. There's a mud tube trying to work its way down. Look at that. It's a big old mud tube going up that pier. Right at the corner. Look at that spot they picked. Look at this mud tube dropping down right here. They usually drop back down to create new highways. Heating all along this foundation joist. Wow. Got all up in there behind that subflooring. And if you don't crawl over here, you're never gonna see this. You got a little bit of fungus growth on the wood. Look at those mud tubes on that joist there. I'm gonna have to work my way underneath this ductwork. Oh boy. Alright, well, definitely have some subterranean termites working its way already into the house. That's a lot. Oh, look at that fungus, mildew. You know, that's one of the main reasons why termites attack the house. So subterranean termites, for the most part, is the moisture. They love the moisture. Well, think about it. If you and I had to dig a hole in clay, we'd much rather do it when the clay is moist. So they're going to kind of navigate through to the areas where the clay is moist. And crawl spaces are technically usually a moist area. Well, whoever removed the insulation just went ahead and left all this right here behind. That's one of my pet peeves here. I just, you know, you get people down here to do some work. I'm sure it was just some contractors, plumbers, electricians, whatever, pulled some down and just left it down there. And like I said, for years. I mean, this house has been here for, well, before I was born. I'm not saying you want to make this a place you want to have, you know, sit down and have dinner with your family, but, you know, you gotta just keep it clean, put a nice barrier on the ground, keep it so that when another worker comes in to do some work, they've got a decent environment. Definitely, you know, I can't tell you how many times I pulled aside some insulation and there was a snake. Look at this. They left the bunch of I've moved over insulation on snakes. It's like a gray hair mouse. HVAC line. Look at this. Just left behind. What is it going to take for somebody to just grab that and throw that in the back of their van or their truck? You know, that's just part of our jobs. Trust me, I framed houses for a living. Last thing I wanted to do after I worked was go pick up lumber. So this right here, we had a bathroom leak here at one time. You can see the different kinds of plywood. Got the OSB, and then they have that finished plywood. So there was some repairs done there, which is fine. It's not something I hold against an inspection. I know that there was some work done there. Do I go underneath? Do I go through the top? I usually like to go underneath. I don't like to hurdle over too many ductwork in case I lose my balance, cut the straps, and end up saddling a damn ductline and crushing it. Just trying to get my footing back here. That cut this joist right here, right? Look at that. They just cut that puppy right in. Took a big chunk of it. I don't see where they put it. But I do see some wood chips. You can see on a video I posted this week what happens when builders and contractors leave all their wood chips behind. It's a pretty interesting video. You guys gotta check it out. I think I titled it "Builders and Contractors Messed Up" or something like that. And they did. Nobody checked up. They just threw plastic over a bunch of wood debris. And look at this, my favorite. There's a bunch of electrical wires. I'd much rather see them in a box rather than hanging around. Just out of oh, there we go. Here's that piece of wood. Man, this thing is solid. It's old. It's an old piece of wood. Very cured. That piece of wood right there was about 10 pounds. I'll tell you what. Look, I'm a fan of old houses. That wood is stronger than brick. But at the same time, you still got to take care of it. It's still vulnerable to termites. Still vulnerable to wood-destroying fungi. It smells really musky down here, especially with the no insulation being up there. They're smelling this all the time. You got cardboard. You got see a lot of times plumbers, HVAC guys come in with a huge piece of cardboard, to lay down, but they leave it. And guess what? Cardboard has cellulose debris in it. It's got cellulose, and it's food for termites. You definitely don't want to instigate a situation. The termite colony is kind of moving around and checking out the area. You definitely don't want them to find something like this, because then they're going to be a little bit more curious and start looking in other areas, and before you know it, you got mud tubes climbing up here and getting into the structure. So we can tell that already on that other portion of the house. We have some, look at this fungus. We have termite damage over there. Look at this mildew. Oh, this is disgusting. Wow. That is some nasty stuff. And who knows if they ever had even, look at all this mildew and fungal growth on the ductwork. All that dust. That finds its way into the house. 100%. Last thing you want to deal with is replacing all this jazz. Unbelievable. That's the Crawlspace right there, but we're gonna hang a Roger here and see what's happening here. Yeah, they definitely did a lot of plumbing work, which once again is not a surprise. I'm sure they've had plumbing problems. And you know what? This is the place you want to do plumbing work. Crawlspace homes, and that's what I have to give to Crawlspace is that look at this. Oh my god. Yeah, so that's all part of the inspection report. Got some wood rot from moisture. See all the plumber cut-offs and all kinds of goodies down here. Got ourselves a little pin from a pinball game. Not a pinball, bowling game. Cut off from plumbing. If you were interested in buying a house like this, like I said, ask the realtor, ask the buyer, the seller, if you can check out the Crawlspace. Take a dive down here, see what's going on. At least could give you an idea of how much you think you're gonna have to spend. Look at an old fan. Who knows when that was made? I love going into old Crawlspace. You never know what you're gonna find. Old trash can. Look at that thing. Old mason jars. Guys, hit that like and subscribe button. If you found any value in this, look at all this fungus. Instead of buying me a cup of coffee, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I appreciate it. I got a lot of videos. I got one coming out. Look at all that. All that moisture, the condensation from the ductwork finds its way up into the house, and it rots that subflooring. Alright guys, see you on the next one.